And joining us in the studio to discuss more on the significance of the season is Alhaji Abdul Qadir Shodunke. He's an Islamic cleric. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much.
Let's talk about what's the significance of the Eid al-Fitr prayers.
Okay, thank you very much. The Eid al-Fitr prayers actually is the epitome of the conclusion of the 30 days, or as it may be, 29 days, which is the situation this year, of fasting. And it's an Eid where Allah enjoins us all, the faithfuls, to be merry, having done as He has admonished us to do, to fast for the month of Ramadan.
So what lessons do you think Muslim faithful have learned during this season?
Okay, thank you very much. Now, we would say, what is actually Ramadan itself? The month of Ramadan is the 9th month in the lunar calendar, which the Islamic world, goes by. And what is Ramadan asking of us? Ramadan, I see it as a punctuation in an annual cycle of the life of every Muslim, which is a time to pause, to reflect, and to readdress or reassess your position with your Almighty Creator. Because it is a given fact, we all came into this world one day. It's a clear fact, we shall all live at an appointed time. And according to Ramadan, fasting is actually the 4th pillar of Islamic faith. And of the pillars of faith, of the articles of faith, it also talks about what we believe in. Do you believe in God? Do you believe in the last day? Do you believe in the prophets He sent? Do you believe in the angels? Do you believe in Qadar, which is what we call faith? And the fact that there is going to be a time which will all be pulled back up to life to answer to our earthly surgeon.
How do you think that Muslim faithful around the world and in Nigeria can sustain what they've learned during this season throughout the year?
Oh, great, thank you. That's exactly the reason I think Allah, the Almighty, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has actually put this in the calendar for us, such that it is an annual thing. I play it this way with my colleagues and friends, that the human mind, it's like a piece of iron metal. Once it is exposed to the elements, water, air, what's going to happen to it? It's going to get rusty. And that's the same thing that happens to the mind of man, particularly where he is found surviving and living where he's not known. He is further exposed to the act of rustiness being accelerated in his mind or her mind. But the demands of Ramadan is asking us, take time back to see, assess your position with God, reflect, and make every effort possible to make sure you reassess and make sure you put yourself on the proper pedestal. And this month is that grace that Allah has given to mankind. That in this month, if you do an atom of good, according to Islam, you're going to get 10 times the weight of good, rather than the one single act of good you did. Whereas if you did one atom of bad or negative, Allah is so merciful. He will only give you one atom, one weight of it, not multiply it further. But in this month, whatever good you do, it's not just 10, times 70. So it really helps to move you up the pedestal towards piousness and all that. And what is, by the time you go through it another 12 months, as time matures and as the mind matures, you begin to see that perhaps a lot of the things we all pursue all over the place, the worldly things, you need to just begin to relax with them and get closer to God. So
I want to thank you so much, Alhaji Abdul Qadir Shodunke, for coming on the program. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me.